Welcome back to the fastest hour. And wait, that's the other show. This is Memes and Movers. Welcome back to Memes and Movers. I'm Trader Prad. This is Miss V.
Hey guys, welcome to the legendary Memes and Movers show. Thank you very much for joining us today. As usual, be active on the chat, ask us anything, share with us what you trade, and we would really appreciate if you give a like to this video. How's your day going, Prad? Both of us are wearing green.
Yes.
And the Nasdaq is positive.
Nasdaq is.
So let's go.
Let's go indeed. Yeah, so far so good compared to my trades yesterday. Obviously, you guys witnessed what happened live with my Tesla trades. A little bit of a better day today. Starting off, obviously, Miss V, you know, I can't have a good day without trading a firm.
Right.
Right. So I traded a firm today, as you guys can see here, Miss V. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick run through of how my trades happened today. Obviously, 160 short was the level I was looking at. I took that trade multiple times, and then I got stopped out on a couple positions off that short. I saw the stock go all the way as high as close to 162, got rejected. So when it came back through 160, I punched my short again, and I rode it all the way down, and I punched my long around 153 or so, which happened to be where pre-market highs were, and also around where yesterday happened to close pretty close to 153 or so. So obviously, Prad can't have a good day without trading some firms. So right now, I'm getting back into the short around VWAP or so. I'm risking the break of VWAP on 157.50 to the high side. So let's see if that'll happen. Another trade that I obviously did, you guys heard about through the morning show, is Microsoft. Crazy move today. Who saw this move coming? Obviously, I didn't, and that's why I don't have a position to ride it all the way up here, and nor do I have new entries that would give me a position, because obviously I didn't expect this move to the top side. Couple entries or ideas and setups that I used over here. The 319 even dollar break that I took, scaled it out, and I got stopped out on the last few shares. When the stock showed me an opening range 15-minute breakout, I took that opening range 15-minute breakout, added back on the 319 when it came back, and I scalped it back out. And I kept doing that until 321 kind of happened, and then I guess I was just all out around 320, 321-ish. So obviously, I would have loved to buy some and hold it for this insane $13, almost 5% move today, but I did not see this coming in Microsoft. Crazy move, and for those of you who held it, let's go, guys. Softy, just crazy. I would have obviously loved it.
And here we go. Dominic Famolaro entered the chat.
Coming in hot.
What?
Coming in hot with the donations already.
Right?
Yeah.
You're the best, Dominic. Saying Babylon is up 12%. BBLN. Let's take a look, Prad.
Yeah, BBLN. Let me just pull that up right here. Go to our watch list also. Boom. All right, BBLN, come on, chart. Let's load up with about 1 million shares traded today. BBLN now up about 10%. Could have been up 12% at one point. Let's look at what the chart's looking like since pre-market till now. Obviously, we got a gap up in pre-market, rejection of around $15 in there with no volume. So it doesn't really mean much to me in terms of, you know, not much volume being traded here. Over here is what matters to me. So we got big volume candles coming in, trying to support the stock around $12 or even under 12. And now we're actually above VWAP, going towards that $13, which is a good indication overall after the move that happened in pre-market and rejected. Where's my trading view? Oh, here it is. It's on my other screen. So let me just quickly bring that bad boy over here for us. All right, trading view. Are you on this monitor? You are. Cool. Come over here, please. BBLN. Let me just turn off the opening range break because it's no longer useful for most of the trades. Obviously, we're 11 o'clock, so opening range break's kind of mostly done by now. But BBLN, let's quickly look at all-time on BBLN. Well, obviously today was the all-time high. Previous levels at $10 or so. Most volume transacted, it's gonna say 1142 because that's where most of the volume today was probably transacted. Actually, no, that's 1251 was today's most of the volume was transacted, and it looks like it's more buys than selling. So for the most part, there's more buying sentiment than selling if the stock is at 12%. But it's good to notice the buying sentiment come in near all-time high territory. So we're pretty close to all-time high territories, and it's good to see the buying to selling ratio still be on the positive side.
Prad, we have a message on the chat from Mohammed Nagati saying, how was NVAX even never mentioned on the show earlier? So can we take a look at NVAX? It's a positive day for Novavax, I believe. And also, real quick, I wanted to share news. It has some positive news on its vaccine. It's phase 3 data from about 45,000 patients demonstrating high efficiency and well-tolerated safety. And Novavax also files for authorization of its COVID-19 vaccine in United Kingdom.
Yeah, more COVID-19 vaccination plays still going on. Obviously, we're still in the, I guess, the latter half of the pandemic here, about to come off very soon. Hopefully, can't wait for the world to completely open back up and have no more masks, restrictions, and whatnot. But overall, pandemic, anything that's going to help with the pandemic is obviously going to be bullish. So we got I think not too long ago, Pfizer was being talked about for the children of age 5 to 12, if the age group is right, but they were talking about that for the age group. So we can check out PFE right after this too. Novavax obviously up about 5% today. Catching a bit after the 130 bottoms that we've seen being established, so that good news kind of helping it out a little bit. But obviously, you guys know what's the most go-to vaccination, I guess, for people. Just from talking to family members and friends and whatnot, I think more people that I know have went with Moderna and Pfizer and so on. So obviously, that's where the market is going to reflect the market value for the vaccination, which is Moderna, which still is around 340. Obviously we were looking for that 320 short or under 320, but Moderna every day just happens to find some sort of bids and run back above 300 and burn my short thesis overall, and hence that's why it's a no-fly zone for me on this stock. No matter how many times I think I have the right idea, I still just get beat up on it, and hence I don't touch it anymore. But I wish for those of you who are in either of these positions, be ready for those catalysts to completely change the momentum of the stock one way or the other.
Thank you, Prad. And we have another super chat from Dustin, which is saying, IRNT news with Microsoft this morning will be reaping before the week is over, in Dustin's opinion. Do you have any thoughts on IRNT, Prad?
IRNT, yeah, let's take a look at this. On New York, I remember the stock halting all over the place. You remember that, Miss V?
Not really.
Yeah, the stock was kind of a bit of a fun stock to trade at one point, but let's see what it is doing right now. 7.7% up today with almost 4 million shares traded. Not bad. Let me just filter the shares prints over here, because I don't like seeing prints under 99 shares. It just makes no valid information comes out of that for me. But overall, IRNT trying to trade around I guess around VWAP is the right way to look at it. It's just trading up and under through this whole range, is forming a sideways pattern, and has been for a really long time if you just look at it on the daily chart over here. So it's just been trying to find supports at the bottoms over here on the lows and catching a tiny bid. So until it breaks those $15 levels, I think all of this move is just sideways nonsense, useless information, useless for at least day traders, because the volume should be picking up. We need to see new levels, new areas of trading for the stock. But until then, it's kind of just a tiny pop up off the bottoms where the 10s and the 9s were. So there's not much going on, in my opinion, at least. Can you do analysis on Air Canada? Yeah. I haven't pulled up that ticker in so long. What is it? AC on TO? Yeah, AC, right? Air Canada on Toronto. Man, I haven't pulled up this ticker in so long. Wow. Let's look at it. $22 still, not bad. Do remember it being somewhere close to that. My charts are all crashed. Yeah, indeed, all three at once. Wow, what are the chances, guys? Just give me a second on these charts over here. But Air Canada, for the time being, as you guys can see, it is trading at 22.65 with about 1 million shares for the day. It is up around, let's see what these charts say. It is down, oh no, it's down 1.5% almost. So let's see on the daily chart, and while the daily chart loads, we'll just pull it up on the 15-minute. So 15-minute over here. Ooh, it just looks like straight downwards candles all the way down. 23 looks like has broken. It was a big support for a long time, as you guys can see. Every time it comes to 23, it just bounced. But now we're breaking down under 23. Airlines, I think JetBlue had their earnings recently. I don't remember how they went, but those earnings are also something to keep an eye on. Any cruise liners, airliners, any reopening play in general, stocks to keep an eye on, because they could also give a tandem move to other companies in that basket. So, you know, JetBlues, your Southwest, your United Airlines and everything, they beat it. Okay, so to keep an eye on Air Canada, you know, it could be a dip by opportunity for when the shares do go lower. 23 was a big support that we are going under. So let's see what Air Canada does with this overall. I do know that Air Canada used to own the Toronto Maple Leaf Stadium, but now it's called the Scotiabank Arena, I think. So I guess they're kind of losing money overall. Not sure, but Air Canada down day today overall.
Prad, have you ever ridden a motorcycle?
Bike, like an actual bike?
Yeah, like Harley Davidson.
No.
All right, so you're not a rocker.
No.
Yeah.
I would like to, though.
Yeah, but it's kind of dangerous, looks like.
Ah, come on. What's life without a bit of risk?
I haven't seen a lot of bike riders in Canada, but in Russia so many though. Which is why, can we take a look at Harley Davidson? It's just recently reported earnings, I believe, and it's up around 8%.
Can you give me the ticker, please?
HOG on New York.
Hog, I like it. HOG. Let's see what Hog is doing today. 38 breakout happened around 10:13, and we kind of never really went back to test that price again. Although the stock is kind of, you know, showing you sideways action around 38.20, forming support there. That 38 break was really clean in my opinion. You just never had to look back. Even off the open, that 37 break gave you almost an 87 run up, 60 cent run up, and then came back down to test VWAP around 37. Found support again. Volume candles kind of died off over here, which but even though volume died off, the stock slowly, you know, ramped up, and volume picked back up and caused the stock to go back to the top side. Let's go look at on the yearly over here. We obviously do see some levels right off the rip, which is the 38 we just broke out of, or 37.60, and then the next one, which we're gonna go test, I think, is around 39. Let's see how the stock behaves around that. Let's just zoom out a little bit. So yeah, 39, I can see 39 being tested, and if it gets rejected off of that, maybe we make a push in the next few days or maybe next month or so. But at the current time, at least, well, we're at 38.50, on the way towards that barrier to be tested.
Fun is another nice mover today. 27% to the upside for Fun. Fun is fun.
Yeah, I'm just throwing some targets on a firm short over here. Obviously, I did tell you guys about how I was trying to scale my short before the VWAP 157.50 or so, and now we're about 50 cents in the money. My first target has kicked. You said Funware, Miss V?
Yes.
So Funware on New York, sorry, NASDAQ. Obviously, we know what the whole deal with this stock is. DWAC, Funware, Truth Media, Trump, all the hype around everything around Trump and so on brought a big push to Fun, brought a big push to what's the other stock? DWAC, DWAC. So let's see what Fun is doing today. Fun up 27%. Nice percentage move to the upside, with the still volume continuing to carry after the open. You see how after the open we kind of dipped down, but then we picked back up on the volume aspect and are starting to ride the stock back up to the positive side, especially after testing the downside, which is around 430 or so. Let's go see what DWAC is doing, because obviously if Fun is moving, it probably means DWAC is moving. They're kind of in a sympathy basket trade era still. They should be starting to widen the basket trade in a way, in terms of the hype dies off and they don't really move in tandem as much as they used to. But we can still kind of expect that taking place. So DWAC, obviously volume ramping up through the day as the day keeps on going forward, which is a good indication overall for the longs, especially if we're going higher and higher. So volume increasing, stocks going higher, still breaking even dollar levels like a crazy maniac stock that it was. So absolute beautiful stock still for the long side for whoever's trading it. Let's see if we can break that 68. As you guys can see, 68 was the high of day, and we just pinged it. And by ping, I mean, we tested it. I don't know how pure of a test it was, by meaning, there we go. Now I see some size, and now we're going to go see a little bit of a test. What just happened? Oh, I think I just screenshotted. But yeah, we're going to see a little bit of a test happen at 68 again. Let's see if it's going to actually truly break through that, or is that rejection point being established around that price. I'm just going to go take another profit target on a firm, because I'm up now $1.50 per share on this position, and it would be kind of stupid to not take targets. Obviously, yesterday the same thing happened to me by not taking the target on Tesla, so I don't want to repeat the mistakes. I have my setups. I have my plans.
Good boy.
Thank you, Miss V. Praddy's being a good boy indeed. Guys, you learn from your mistakes. If not from your mistakes, learn from others' mistakes, and hopefully you guys learned from my Tesla trades yesterday. I for sure did, and it's helping me big time today. Almost back 1/4 of that loss.
Prad, can we take a look at GNUS?
Genus?
Yeah, Genius.
GNUS? I like it.
I don't know how to
GNUS?
G and US.
Guys, somebody clip that. Somebody clip that.
Why?
GNUS.
What's
It's
wrong with
hilarious. I
GNUS?
like it.
All right.
It's cute. It's cute.
Okay, so we have some news that Genius Brands International, aka GNUS,
It sounds Russian too. I like it.
announced transformation acquisition of WOW Unlimited Media.
Are they acquiring or they're getting acquired? Let me just quickly.
Let me.
Acquisition of WOW. Okay, so they're
So
buying.
they
They're
are-
the acquiree, or not the acquired, or am I saying that right? I don't know. But overall, Genius, good news. Maybe. No, I guess if they're acquiring somebody else, they're gonna be out of money. Just say Genius Brand. Yeah, just say Genius Brand. But hey, don't tell her. GNU sounds cute. I like the way she says GNU. She has a little smile on her face now on the side.
All right, I'll call you GNUS now.
That's fine. I'll take it. But yeah, obviously down right now, about 8%. You guys saw the halt happen in pre-market, maybe. I don't know if Neil was talking about it in pre-market when it halted, because I wasn't here. Maybe you remember it, Miss V. But I do remember seeing the work chat messages, seeing that Genius was halted, and it was in pre-market around 9 o'clock or so. It was a news pending halt, and obviously Miss V just told you what the news was not too long ago. They are looking to acquire WOW or get acquired by WOW. I'm still confused. I didn't get to read it because the screen is blurry over here. So, but you guys saw the news over there, and that's bringing the stock down a bit. So if they're acquiring, it kind of makes sense for them to come down because they're going to be out of money. But if they're being acquired, then I want to know what the acquired price is. Genus and Baba Genus. GNUS and Baba GNUS. I get it. I finally got it. I was wondering what they were saying. They are acquiring WOW. Okay, so they're going to be out of money. Kind of like the PayPal thing over there. PayPal was going to buy pins, but the deal didn't go through. But when they released the rumor, or when the rumor came out, I don't know through where, you know how PayPal came down? That's the basic idea. Let's go check PayPal, actually, now that we were talking about it. Has PayPal gone back up to the highs? Oof. That's going to be a hard no. What the? PayPal was was around what 260ish or higher when that news dropped, and now we're around 230. So this just screams more dip buy opportunities for PayPal. This is just the easiest dip buy opportunity for swing trades, for your investment portfolios. If you ask me, don't understand why PayPal didn't recover. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand why PayPal doesn't recover. People are saying it doesn't make sense, and when multiple people have the same idea, same sort of thesis, eventually the stock will start rising up, and then the people who, usually it'll be me, the people who will be like, oh man, I didn't buy it, I don't know why, I should have pulled the trigger. Don't be a Prad, pull the trigger, buy the dip, because this down move on PayPal after that rumor being canceled doesn't make sense. So it's just more opportunities to get long, in my opinion.
Prad
Shiba, sorry, Miss V.
Shiba.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
BKKT, we can take a look at that right after Shibu. It's up more than 6%.
Right after Floki. If you remember Elon's dog's name, Floki.
I didn't know it to remember.
You forgot?
Well, I didn't know it to remember.
No, you remember.
How,
we pulled it up. Floki.
That's cute.
Yeah, you pulled it up on Twitter, remember?
I really want to get a right. Yeah, I remember his dog, but I don't remember like his
It's a Shiba Inu.
name.
Yeah.
That's sweet. So I really want to get Multiple. I don't know if you've heard of them.
It's like those little fluffy dogs. Yeah, I've seen those.
Multiple for the win.
I've seen those. Well, what are they called? Maltipoos?
Multiple.
I thought those were Maltesers. It was like chocolate. That's
No.
chocolate. That's chocolate. That's chocolate.
All
That's
you
chocolate.
think about is chocolate.
That's chocolate.
Your mom said you should eat more vegetables.
Yeah, I put my veggies in chocolate fountains, alright?
I'll bring some veggies for you for whole Halloween party.
Yeah. What the? You're not invited to my Halloween party then.
You're coming here.
Yeah, but if I have my Halloween party and you're bringing veggies, you're not going to be invited.
I wouldn't come to your party even if you would invite me.
I'm going to turn this way now for the rest of the show. All right, guys. We're gonna not look at Valeriia.
Yeah, wait.
We're not looking at Valeriia for the rest of the show, guys. That's it.
Oh, come on. It was a joke, but I have good news for you. Oh,
What's
wow.
the good news?
We have a super chat in Russian rubles.
Okay.
Maybe you can use those for your Tarkov game.
Okay,
From
yeah.
Anton Panov. Привет, Anton. Thank you guys for a great show, and also thanks for info and your opinion and you share with us. Thank you very much for super chat, Anton, for super nice feedback here, for being so nice. Yes. Россия вперед.
What is... Okay. BKKT, the chat one. Did you have a stock that you were talking about?
Yes, BKKT.
BKKT, right. Okay, awesome. Then I pulled out the right one. BKKT. Let's see what it's doing. Looks like the tape is... Oh, my goodness. BKKT heating up right now. Volume picking up out of nowhere. So volume kind of, we saw volume die off. The stock was around VWAP doing absolutely nothing. But now we're seeing big volume candles come in. We saw 23 break, 24 break, 25 break. We're seeing 26 break. Next up, 27. Let's see what happens over here at 27. That's coming up not too far from here. Actually, we might just go back through 26. Let's see if 26 can hold on the bids. Looks like it wants to. We tested it once. We tested it twice. There you go. 26 did break. We did go under 26. But let's see what the first turning point support point will be. So obviously the high yesterday will be what? High yesterday is, wow, way too high for me to use a number. So let's just go somewhere around here, 26 or something. Let's see. If I could draw a trend line, it would be somewhere here. So 26.50 just to keep it simple. Let's see what the stock does around there. Obviously, the stock went up to 26.50, 26.70 and reject. So it kind of makes sense now why I did that. 26.50 was where the volume was. It made a little wick above 26.50 to a 26.70 and came back down. Let's see if we can find a little bit of a support area on the rebound over here around 26 or even under 26, giving it the next leg up to go back to 27 and test that barrier up top. Big volume candles coming in, so volume is picking back up. Be ready for good breakouts coming in, guys. Breakout trades around these time are obviously the best time to breakouts with volume are the best. This is not the best time to be taking breakouts, but when breakouts come with volume, it's let's go. It's like, ooh, this is the type of breakout at the moment. Is he crying? I don't think I am. I hope not. I don't have a tear yet. I don't have a tear. Totally. Okay. I don't need to read that. That's not a trading comment. BKKT flagging to the moon. Yeah, I don't really use flag patterns, but if it's flagging, we'll see. I guess this is called the flagpole, and then this is the flag. Yes, Miss V?
Prod. Progenity is trending on the chat also. Prog.
Proggy prog frog. Let's take a look at it. Kind of not doing a whole much, you know, going down after creating the high around 440. Let's see if that was the high yesterday too. Looks like it was. So as you guys can see, around 450 was the high. We do see a wick all the way up to 660. I'm trying to see if that's a wick or candle. So this looks like the candle ends at 448, but we got a wick all the way up to 660. So it kind of makes sense why the stock is turning back through here around that same place where that candle was and not the wick was. Going back down to the downside, testing 4. We saw 4 break yesterday to the top side, so 4 is now holding as a support. Obviously, volume decreasing off the open. So if 4 ends up holding with lower volume, we could just get more upside coming in for the future days and then in the rest of the month. Only how many days? We have 2 months left, 2 days left in the rest of the month. So let's just talk about November. So maybe in November we can get more of a move to the top side if we can hold 4 on the bids with low volume.
Prad, Tesla is trying to break weave up to the downside. I was trading Tesla.
I was gonna say let's talk about your trades first.
I'm super sad because somehow my animation doesn't work and I can't even hit my Tesla. Try yours. Any.
Is it the one with your face on it?
Yeah.
Nope, that's not the one. Oh, actually, I think I know which one. Hold up. It's called Tesla. Nope, yeah, our emotes are
all
down.
right, so yeah, shout out to Rob, thanks a lot. But here we go. I also wanted to ask you, so I was long at Tesla. My average price was 152 and I'm out, so like around $7 in the money, a nice long trade. And also here I was long around $3 in the money. And guys, look at that. I exit from my long right at the top and then it's like boom. So I'm super happy when I saw that move. I'm like, whew. And by the way, here this is my my average is 1052, but it didn't show on the chart. I believe that's because my position was filled just partly, just 50% of that. Have you ever faced this?
Yeah,
issues?
if you want to fix that, you can fix it. We can show you how
cool.
after.
But trust me, guys, it's a long trade, not a short one.
Yeah.
So yes, any thoughts on Tesla, Prad? Do you think we are going to 1,100 anytime soon?
1,100. The point that we bounced off of yesterday. So Miss V, if you can just follow my screen here real quick. Look at my screen.
Oh.
Right click on your chart. Okay. Go to custom dialog. And turn on partial fills. This little box right here, turn on partial fills, hit apply, hit OK. That's it. All right, so what would you ask me right before I told you how to do it?
Like, what are your thoughts on Tesla in general today? And in general, do you think we're getting to 1,100 anytime soon?
So time for a little... The intro button does not work.
No, I don't have any.
I know, it doesn't work. For once, it doesn't work. At the time, we don't want it. Okay, but a little tin hat time over here. So what about Tesla? We were having a conversation with our training group and Greg and everybody, and Greg brought up a very valuable point. If you think that Tesla ran up to these levels on fundamentals, then you gotta be crazy. This is pretty much gamma squeezing, and if you guys know what gamma squeezing is, it's the same game that took place on GME. It's the short squeeze game. It's the gamma squeeze game. It's people buying options, and when people end up buying a lot of options and they start buying higher and higher level options or higher and higher strike point options, people start taking the hedgers start having to hedge their position, and they obviously when they have to start buying their then they have to start buying the hedge for the options. The stocks just continue to go higher and higher and higher. So the point that we brought up over there in the training meeting is Tesla, this move up to over 1,000 is not really on a fundamental basic. But overall, do I believe Tesla belongs in the thousands? Maybe. I'm not sure yet. I'm not 100% there on my thought process if it belongs in the thousands. I do love Tesla. I'm a big Elon lover. Anything Elon doesn't go in a bad way for me. So, based on that, I'm going to be a Tesla lover for forever and ever. But does it really belong in these ranges? Does it belong above, 1,100 or 1,050? Or does it even belong over 1,000? In the current time, it's questionable. So this move right here that we're seeing, it's not fundamental buying. It's not big players coming in and saying, I'm gonna buy as many shares as I can over here above 1,000 because I think they're gonna split again. It's not hedge funds or people coming out and just going crazy. It is gamma squeezing that's going on over here that's causing the stock to go up. And I'm saying that because, you're not seeing...
People ask if you're on drugs.
If I'm on drugs?
No.
Yeah, you're not seeing the big banks coming in and buying Tesla over here. You're not seeing Kathy Woods punching the longs on the top over here. So it's mostly gamma squeezing, pushing the stock up. And you can expect probably Tesla to come back under 1,000 not too soon from here. SPCE crash landing. Ooh, let me see space. Ooh, space, yeah. Space indeed on the downward trajectory still after, ever since we've seen it go on a downward trajectory, I believe. I haven't seen an uptick, a valuable uptick in a while on space overall. Under 18 now, or trying to support 18 as the bottom, down about 7%, not on SSR yet. So we'll have to see the stock go down to about 10% for it to be on SSR. Currently trying to find a support around 18. Let's see if it happens. Only drug Prad is on love. I like it.
Yeah, I just was typing beauty.
Let's not use the phrase gamma squeeze. Why not? It's a valuable word. It's a valuable thing that happens in the market, and that's exactly what's going on in Tesla. If you look at the options that are going off on Tesla, it makes sense. That's what caused the gamma squeeze on GME. The short squeeze didn't happen because of people buying shares like crazy. The short squeeze happened because people went and bought options, who then bought shares because they have to hedge their position, and then some people were willing to buy shares also, and then or exercise their position. So that overall blew up the market, blew up the GME game. So that's what happened with the gamma squeeze. DWAC and fund dumping. Fund is going down, huh? All right, let's go check it out. Fund, yeah, coming down a little bit. Let's go check out DWAC. DWAC also coming down off of those 68. So as we saw, 68 got pinged a little bit, but we didn't really see 68 print shares. We got like maybe 3-4 cents close to 68, but it didn't really print the shares. So kind of showed me a rejection point there. I should have just punched short, but I don't think we have any free shares short. Let me just check. Yeah, I don't have any free shares short. I'd have to pay for it, so I would not even have got it. I don't think it's gamma squeeze. It's just whales buying calls, then buying shares to inflate their call value. Well, that in turn is called a gamma squeeze if you think about it. If they're buying calls and then the people who are selling those calls are hedging it, that's a gamma squeeze. It's a gamma squeeze. You basically described what a gamma squeeze is just by don't want it to call a gamma squeeze.
Bro, Snapchat is keep falling. It's now down more than 5%. Let's take a look at Snapchat.
Sorry?
Snapchat?
But what did you say after Snapchat?
Let's take a look at Snapchat.
You said something after that.
It's down more than 5%.
Oh, okay. I felt like you said something, I don't know, some news or something. Why did my brain just completely delete everything? Alt Control Delete. Anyways, Snapchat. We saw what I think it was Sean. I don't remember if it was Sean or Neil in the morning show that we're talking about. You know, the 52 drop and buying that 52 support or 52 bottom. Obviously, I said if 56 breaks on Snapchat, watch that 52 and then 48, I believe. Let me just quickly pull up on TradingView. I also tweeted it, so maybe if you guys can find my tweet for me, that would be even more helpful. Let me just quickly pull up on the 5 days here. Here are my levels. 70. No, if the stock ever goes to 70, full rejection. No matter what, full rejection, right? 64 has yet to be tested. 60 has been rejected after the earnings day. We saw 56 kind of act as a support, but now turning into a resistance. 52 now acting as a support. The next bottom right after that is 48. 52 is gonna break most likely, and once 52 breaks, the stock is gonna go test 48. At 48 or so, I'm gonna be at a point where, all right, this could be a first entry dip buy opportunity to see how the stock does over here. But obviously, I don't have levels mapped out under 48, which I need to work on for that investment side brain that I have or not have, but I'm trying to develop. So look at the bottom over here. If 58 breaks, the next complete bottom I see over here is around 36. But if 36 breaks, I don't think Snapchat has a good future ahead of it. So 48 is a complete bottom, and then right after that for me would be 36. Let's see how Snapchat behaves around these levels.
Thank you, Prad. And also we have a question from Carlos. Carlos, he is asking if you could explain a little bit more what exactly you look at on your level 2.
Sorry?
What are you looking at on your level 2?
Well, like level 2, you look...
Meanwhile, you remember you had some problems with your ear?
Yeah.
It got worse?
Well, no, it happens like randomly. It's just it's like your decibel dying or something. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm good. So Prad is off something. Yeah, you guys think Prad is always off something. I like it. All right. Snapchat. Like you said something about level 2.
Yeah, like you
level
say
2.
that's like in trading.
Yeah.
You don't use like really patterns or anything. Like you mostly look at level 2 in time of sales.
It can be explained in like terms. To be honest, like if I'm trying to think of ideas or ways to explain it. It's most of it's pattern recognition. I happen to be, I don't know why, just somewhat good at recognizing patterns. Maybe it's from years of gaming and years of, I don't know, just being interested in human psychology and other stuff in general. I'm somewhat decent at realizing and recognizing patterns on the quick side. So when I see patterns play out on the level 2, especially when you're trading the same stock again and again and again and again in terms of a firm, like I can see patterns forming on the level 2. I can see patterns forming on the time of sales and so on. So when I see that pattern that I've already witnessed before play out, I use that pattern on the time of sales to trade. And basically when I use that pattern on time of sales, you're basically using the same pattern on a chart, but it's just a little bit delayed for you because time of sales and level 2 kind of predict the future before the print even takes place. So if you form that skill, that important skill to read the level 2, read where the sizes are. So you would look for size on the book, you look for a big size prints on the time of sales. You look for where the prints are going on the bid, off the bid, on top of the bid, or below the bid, or all over the place. Where are they going? What gateways are being used? What gateways are the size on? Like you have to kind of study the whole picture. It's not just one or two things. So history repeating itself. Yeah, exactly. Like it always repeating itself. What is the pattern? Like I can't explain it to you. It depends on the stock you're trading. Not one stock uses the same pattern across the board. Like a firm uses a pattern that Tesla will never use, and Tesla uses a pattern that AMC will never use, and AMC uses a pattern that DWAC will never use. Right? It's just watching the stock trade again and again and again, and forming those patterns in your own head, and maybe using it from previous experiences too.
And thank you, Prad, very much for sharing. And guys, I remind you that we post educational videos every morning. So subscribe to our channel, hit this bell, and you will receive notifications when they're out. And also, I just sent the link on the chat. We have the ultimate level 2 guide for complete beginners. So Carlos and Carlos, I really recommend you to watch this video and give it a like.
Yeah, what Miss V just said, go watch those YouTube videos, daily educational content posted on our YouTube channel. Thank you, Miss V. I actually forgot about that video. And Tyrone with the beautiful, beautiful tip also. You know, I actually mentioned not too long ago when we get shut down over here, we kind of tell our traders to stay back, watch the market. You know, being shut down doesn't mean much, but stay back, watch the market. Having that watch time, having those hours will actually be beneficial. And what Tyrone just said is very good. Even if you're not going to trade the stock, just pick 3 random stocks on a day-to-day basis and sit there. Put in the manual hours. Put in the hours from 9:30 till 12 o'clock, or maybe even from 8:30 to 12 o'clock. Sit there, watch those 3 things. Turn off the charts. Turn off the charts and just watch level 2 and time of sales. And not only that, record your time of sales in level 2. And then after you record it, rewatch those on a slower, slow the video down. Maybe watch it on a 0.75 speed or 0.5 speed, and watch the video again and again and again. And then try to watch the video, especially at key points where you might have wanted to take the trade. For example, if you wanted to go long here, but you didn't pull the trade because you were scared or whatever, you had fear of taking that trade, but you recorded it. Now what you have to do is as simple as go to 1031 on that video and see how the time of sales behaved. Most of the time you will see red print, red print, red print, red print, red print all the way down, and then the velocity of the red print slow down. After red print slow down, the spread kind of weakens down a bit. After the spread slows down a bit, you see the mid prints come in. After mid prints come in, you see green prints come in. After green prints come in, you go higher and higher and higher and higher. And then that's when you go, this is a change in momentum. This is where buyers are coming in. Buyers are also coming in at a point where I see of a support level, or could be a support level. So I'm going to start punching in a line. So it's not just 1 or 2 things. It's multiple things. It's using your trend lines. It's using your support lines. It's using your thesis, using your psychology, using your overall idea, and then using level 2 and size and actual prints. So there's a whole lot to it. Ooh, my throat.
Prad, what about give me a second. KAVL stock. And KAVL, I believe they do something with vaporizers, and there are news that FDA is now they're looking at BD vapors, but at the same time they say while they're reviewing them, those BD sticks can remain on market without threat of enforcement. So basically FDA reviews those sticks for safety, I believe. So
yeah, FDA always stopping me from having fun and putting chemicals that I shouldn't have inside of my body. Damn FDA.
They say that the vaporizers are even worse than cigarettes for your lungs.
Well, aren't they the ones who said a cigarette a day keeps a doctor away back in the day on those billboards, and now, and then they sold it? These guys just love stopping people from having fun all the time, man. As long as it fuels where's the tin hat at? As long as it fuels their monetary positions and their monetary thought processes, they'll do whatever.
Hey, be careful with the tinfoil hat.
I know, we need to make a new one. I know I'm squishing it all over the place. But no, FDA, obviously it happened in Canada. They took off all the flavored pods, so now I'm kind of stuck with these, garbage jewel mint pods that and we can't even use, what are the 5%. So you guys in America actually have 5%. We don't even, we're kind of restricted now. We only have 1.3, 1.4 or something, or 1.6 pods. So I'm upset. I'm running through pods like it's water over here, and FDA continuing to block me. They're just making me pay more money, isn't it? All right. KAVL. So KAVL 43% up today, even after the news. So I think the news is obviously being perceived as in a good way. Stock kind of bouncing off of these bottoms over here, off the, what is it, $1.30-ish or so, making a jump all the way as high as $3.80. So not bad at all. Let's see if we can go back to the VWAP area over here, and at least you have mint. Yeah, true. Now we only have mint now. Actually, no, we have mint and the tobacco flavor, which is garbage. Can get you 5% to 3.5 any flavor? No way. Yo, we need to talk, Marlon. Marlon, good thing you stalked me, Marlon. See, I knew there was a reason behind. God always hooks us up. I'm not a religious person, but God always has a plan, right, guys? But yeah, KVL, let's go, man. Up 34% on your short. All right, that's what I'm talking about. But I need the FDA to approve MNMD trials. Oh yeah, MindMed, the psilocybin psychedelics.
All right, Brad. Can we take a look at SYTA on Nasdaq? It's up 82%. It's mobile,
Saita.
it's mobile company.
Yeah, for sure.
Communication device. What happened?
I was just reading a blocked comment. I was like, what? Why are you talking bad about Canada, buddy? You better not. But all right. SYTA over here on NASDAQ today. 88% up. Volume kind of died off the open, but now picking back up after the tapering of volume. Actually, I see the halt. That could be why it looked like volume tapered off. So we halted on the way down after rejecting off of what? 688. So we got rejected off 688, came down violently all the way down to 428 or so, 427 I think is where we halted, and then we opened up after that halt, and after we opened off the halt, we went back down, found support around $4, and now we're back through 5. A lot of up and down action today overall. So a lot of whippy, a lot of scary movement in my opinion, at least. Kind of happy I didn't have this on my radar, because I would have probably gotten trapped on this up move and not been able to get out on the down move quick enough. We've seen that happen multiple times today on PHUN, on DWAC. So obviously another stock that could have hurt you if you weren't quick enough with your orders, especially if you don't have the functionalities like we do over here at Day Trade the World, the fast market access, direct market access with hotkeys. I can never see the ticker. It's right here, SYTA. Do you want me to make it bigger? I can make it bigger. Hold up.
KAVL. Keep going.
I'm going to have to figure that out later.
After your talk on vaporizers, KAVL going.
KAVL is picking up. Yeah, volume is rising up on KAVL again, going back to, like, looks like it wants to break this barrier right here that is broken under before. So what is that, around 230-ish or so? So 230 going to be tested very soon. I do see some size on 220. As you guys see, 220 is being tested, but that size is being, it's holding that stock up there at that price. If that size does not increase as we're seeing it increase, then that's a bad indication. This is the idea of tape reading. There you go. That size is being tested. You guys saw that size get taken out, but the stock is trying to break it to the downside, but there's still size there. If that size gets taken out, there's an indication that it wants to maybe go lower, or if the size stays there and keeps increasing while we keep pinging 220, then there's an indication that there's a big buyer there and it might go higher. So those are the type of patterns you're looking for in terms of level 2. So there you go. Like 220 got taken out. We went to 219, and then the guys on 219 put their orders back on 220, and now the stock went back to 223. Now we're on 223. Are we printing 223? As you see, there's no real prints at 223 happening. Now there are, right? But back under over here, there's no real prints on 223 happening on a liquid gateway. Everything's happening on a dark pool gateway. So you kind of had to wait for the green light game. This is the green light game. Everything that's not on a dark pool is a liquid gateway. P's, M's, Z's, K's. These are all liquid gateways that normal people end up using, not financial market hedges and so on. So that's a red light, green light type of game you're using to kind of play, time of sales and level 2 games that you want to do.
Can we come back to fun? Actually, a lot
Yeah.
of people talk about that.
Fun. Let's do fun real quick. Fun, $5 right now. We are trying to support that, looks like, but it's still a lot of whippy action around VWAP for the whole day. So it's giving you beautiful ranges to trade in, and if you think about it, but a lot of whippy action overall. If you ask me, kind of like it's giving you just opportunities to buy the dip, and if you're short, you kind of have to be scared based off of how the stock has been trading on DWAC sentiment and overall other side of that. So kind of you just have to be careful on the short side, but still giving you beautiful ranges to the short side also, so it doesn't really matter. 580 being rejected off the open, still acting as a barrier because we're seeing lower highs off of that 580, and then we're seeing bottoms being held around 450 and now being held around 490 slash $5 or so. So let's see how it wants to trade between this range and then between that range over here. You will get chopped up. On the fun is more violent than Tesla, Prad. Oh, I bet it is. These halters are obviously fun to trade, and the pun was intended for the fun there. Shiba, feel that FOMO, boys. Let's go. Yeah, let's not hope to feel the FOMO, but let's go see what Shiba's doing. Obviously you guys see what happens for people who FOMO. Yesterday I pulled my FOMO trades, big FOMO trades on Tesla yesterday, and you guys saw what happened. I got destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
But you deserve it. If you break your discipline, you deserve to get beat up, and that's my mentality. Like I don't care for sympathy. I don't care to give sympathy or get sympathy. If you broke your rules, you deserve to get, discipline, and you have to learn from that. And I'm glad that happened to me, because if that didn't happen to me, that loss would have probably been way bigger than I wanted it to. So good little lesson for me on that. I made money on that Tesla. Let's go, dude. At least someone did. I didn't. I was gonna cuss right now, but thank goodness my brain is developing to stop myself and get better at this live streaming stuff. Pigs get slaughtered indeed. Yes.
Yeah, I wish I could hit the animation,
I know.
but it doesn't work.
I know.
Actually, Kevin O'Leary joined our morning show,
I saw.
and he said slaughtered a few times today.
I saw.
So, I was dying to hit the animation, but it would be so weird. And by the way, Tesla is sitting right on the VWAP, and I'm looking for more opportunities on Tesla today, but as Prad, you were mentioned, like unfortunately yesterday, you remember you were trying to go long, even though there were levels for that. Here just sitting on VWAP, so I want to see if it's going to start doing any moves, but again, I think that more volume will come closer to the close. So for now, doesn't do much.
All right, yeah. The Tesla kind of, like you said, just around VWAP. QQQs, let's give a quick market recap real quick. QQQs are trying to come back to the downside after topping out at 381.80s or so. Yeah, 381.83 being the high a day, and we're seeing lower highs and higher lows, so kind of forming a wedge pattern actually. Let's see if we can get a breakout to the top side, because obviously Miss V and I are wearing green, so let's end on the green note for the tech sector. Let's go see what the overall market, the S&P 500, are looking like. S&P 500 kind of struggling to be on the green side, but not too far out. We're only down 1%, so let's just chalk it up as flat and say the green power of our newest member that Miss Vivo mentioned, and the green power of both of our shirts over here, or my hoodie, I guess, hopefully ends spies on a positive note.
Guess who's on green side also now? We have a new member, Francisco Garcia. How would you read the name?
Yeah, you said it good.
Yeah, all right, Francisco, welcome to the green side. I hope you're having a green positive day. Thank you. Shout out to all the members, fam.
So someone yesterday on Twitter tweeted at me and they said, now that you have a contract, you better do what you were hired to do, and that is talk about AMC and GMEs. So let's go do that. Let's go talk about our memes. Our memes today, let's see what they're doing. 12% volume on AMC, 12%. 12 million shares traded on AMC. Obviously, we're seeing rejection off 36 right now onto the downside. We are trying to find bottoms around 35 or so. Let's see if we can do that, if we can find some bottoms. And obviously we want our AMCs above above that $40, above those $42. We need those numbers up there on AMCs. Our apes are dying for those squeezes to happen overall. I'm changing my mind on the AMC bullish sentiment more and more now, because the way that Adam Aaron wants to carry the company looks like we might just be heading into more of a better direction for AMC. I'm still waiting to see what that news is that he said is going to be life changing for the movie theater industry, something that the movie theaters have never done. So let's see whatever that news is. Waiting on that. Apparently GME is going to go into NFTs or so let's see what happens over there. GME obviously with that news got a little bit of a pop above 180 today, but now we're back under 180, actually down about 0.5% today. Let's see if we can find supports and end above 180 above for GME. But this is not a tinfoil hat. This is just me covering our favorite meme stocks and seeing if there's any more upside that could excite us for the rest of the year. But overall, I think for the rest of the year, I think we're just gonna expect a little bit of a sideways action unless some big news comes out. Like, I'm still waiting for what Adam Aaron has to say, what that big news is that he was hyping up about.
Prad, Fatima on the chat is asking to take a look at what's funny.
Tyrone's comments? Oh no, Anonymous's comments. Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, Fatima on the chat is asking about Ford. Ford reports earnings after market today, and while you open that chart, let me show you this busy board after market today before they open tomorrow. Prad, could you take away my face? Bye. Ford right in the middle. eBay, Comcast, I believe it's Canadian company, no?
I don't know. I don't know. It was Canadian.
Cares?
Could be.
Right. Hertz, Yum Brands for sure. It's like Tim Hortons. Yeah.
No, Yum is not. Restaurant Brands is Tim.
Something wrong is this. Shell got overstocked. What? Shell, relax. Yes, take a peek. Well, MasterCard also.
Guys, can we get a like in the chat, please? Can you put up both of our faces or just your face? Can we get likes in the chat for what you guys just saw? Miss V has to go through, how many names did you go through yesterday?
Around 300.
She went through 300 names and had to go through Google one by one, grab pictures, and put it on that PowerPoint for you guys.
I also check volume for each name. So if it's
exactly.
not enough volume, it's not gonna
so it's like she has to go through 300 names, find the top volume leaders, pick the logos, resize them, put them on that PowerPoint for you guys. And today she has to go through 400.
Yeah.
400.
It's earnings season. It's always like this period of, time.
Miss V, we are very thankful for you here.
Oh, thank you, Prad.
So guys,
it's a pleasure to be
smash
helpful.
that like button.
Yes, guys, and we would really appreciate if you can smash the like button and write in the comments what are you the most excited about from this board. So obviously, let's talk about Ford a little bit.
Pratt, do it yourself, says Eddie. Hey man, she does it for you guys, not me. I have my websites that I use. She does it for you guys. Yes. Miss V's putting in the hard work for the chat, not for Prad.
Thank you, Prad.
Save the PowerPoint? Yeah, I mean, I think she does have it saved, but it's just, the earnings date changes year to year, so she has to move the pictures and do this hard work. That it's a really tedious work, man.
Save the power words. Thank you for the advice.
Yeah. All right. Let's go into, I want to show Ford. Yeah. Ford, we do have earnings coming up. As you saw, a bunch of earnings coming up. Not one or two earnings seasons, kind of in the middle of earnings season. I think Ford kind of has everything baked in. You know, if you see this move on Ford, how long has Ford been pinging that $12 level? Let's just pull it up on TradingView because it's easier for me to do so. Right? Let's go all time. And right here, around this $12 level, see how the volume point of control for all time trading on Ford is around, where'd it go? It was around $12 and it just disappeared. But $12 was pretty much where most of the volume was transacted, and then out of nowhere, it just goes up to 16 or so. So obviously with earnings coming up, I'm gonna guess that some of that move is baked in. Like you can maybe see the buy the rumors, sell the news kind of strategy playing out, and the people start dumping their position off of the good earnings report, and we go a little bit lower, and then maybe it offers people a dip buy opportunity in the rest of this month, the 2 days that we do have left. So let's see what happens on Ford overall there. Down obviously today with about a 1% move. And I just want to have another quick point to say that Tesla, the reason why Tesla's fundamentals don't make sense of it going that far up is it added the market cap of GM and Ford in 1 or 2 days of trading days. Like that doesn't make sense in fundamentals to any sense or form. Like obviously I didn't know about that until Greg brought it up to my view and to all of our trainees to put it into perspective. So I'm just gonna say that back to you guys. So once again, it added 2 big legacy car companies' market cap to itself in 1 day. Like that's not normal, guys. That's not normal, and that's why now you have to be kind of on Michael Burry's side and not on the Cathie Wood side of Tesla, just based off of those kind of crazy numbers going off of on that side. Why is AMC dragging? AMC kind of, obviously having a bad day, but we'll see. We'll see if AMC has the strength to run back above 40.
Yeah, I just want to quickly say thank you for all the love on the chat. Guys, you're super nice. I appreciate that. And it's a pleasure for us to make the show for you. And thank you for being a part of the show, because this is your show also. We're all in here together, and we're super blessed to have a trading family. What? No, sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, all right. You interrupted me already. I'm sorry. We love you.
I was just reading comments. Google, Miss V, someone was talking about Google. Did you check out Google?
Not yet, but Alphabet reported earnings.
So yesterday we were talking about what I think Brandon brought up the news about. Google made $7 billion in 1 quarter just off of YouTube ad revenue. All right, the expected was $5 billion. Google made $7 billion just off of YouTube ad revenue. That's not memberships. That's not your the live stream donation revenue that they make. That's $7 billion just off of ad revenue off of YouTube alone. So if you're asking me why Google is going up $148, well, there you go. If a company is making $7 billion in a quarter just off of one little, well, not little, but just off of one arm, it's a wrap, bro. Google's a wrap. We're going to the moon for Google. Like, yeah, buddy, goes Sean. And obviously, look at the moves, right? You don't need anything besides that. Just think the interest. Tell them I said Google is a gamma squeeze. Yeah, I don't know if Google would be a gamma squeeze. My number one holding, Google. All right, I thought it was Microsoft. Do you want to talk about your number one holding, Sean? All right, for a quick second, let's go to Sean, Miss V.
Hey guys, yeah, no, look, I mean, we've been talking about it on the show the whole time, some of the holdings that I have, and it's just big cap tech. I mean, you have to be overweight this name at some point because Google it's in our lives, right, Prad? You've just been hitting that out of the park there. Everything, Google's involved with everything. You're talking about AI, you're talking about data, you're talking about things that we use. I just ordered the Pixel 6 as well. So, I mean, there's lots happening with this number. You can check out the report last night, but yeah, monster move. Shouldn't have even been down in the first place, but it was, and then it takes off to the upside. So 5% and a bit up on this monster. You're going to see 3,000 next, then 3,500. Get long Google now, and at least a starting position. Remember, you can do do also part shares, right? So there is going to be an advantage to that. So you don't need to spend $3,000 a share. You can buy fractional shares, hopefully. So I think Google's a must hold. And for me, whatever. I remember buying it at 1,000. I thought that was crazy. And now you're at the 3. So, you know, it's not going to be as sexy as some of those other names, but slow and steady wins the race on this one, Prad.
Slow and steady wins the race indeed. Obviously, I wish I had any shares of Google from back when they became a company. You know, we were just getting hyped up about, you know, being the little nerd I was back in India. We were just getting hyped up about having internet and you know, just being able to access Google. But here we are now. It's just crazy, man. What a time to be alive. What a stock. What a overall company. I am happy to be a Google bandwagoner over Apple, and will continue to be a Google bandwagoner for the death of me. Unless, I don't know, yeah, I'll say till the death of me. You know what? Yeah, till the death of me. Prad, could you ask Sean about Ford? He actually had to go to a meeting, guys, so maybe once he comes back, we can for sure ask him for that.
GRTX is trending on the chat.
Thank you, Miss V. GRTX, GRTX. I tried to pull the GNUS like you, but it didn't work. GRTX.
GNUS.
GNUS. All right, so GRTX, about 1.4 million shares traded. Kind of looks sleeper to me if you ask me.
Yeah.
The volume candle happened at 10:18, and that was a big drastic volume candle to the downside. Brought the stock down about almost, could have been 10% right there on that drop, to be honest. Yeah, so we're seeing SSR being ticked off, so that's probably a 10% drop. And the stock retraced about half of it, and now really trying to find support at the VWAP or so, or even sideways trade. I'm not really sure what you want me to show you here, but the big drop off of the yesterday's lows is the stock is just getting demolished. Obviously, we were at what, $7, and now we're at $1. So crazy. That was what, October 19th, October 18th. That drop happened, and ever since then we've just been going lower and lower. So I can't really see how much downside the stock could have. Obviously, more GRTX. Let's go check out all time, Miss V.
BKKT also
We're at
broke
all-time
day
lows.
highs.
BKKT?
Yeah.
BKKT.
Oh, I believe it broke all-time highs though.
It's on New York. You believe it broke all-time highs?
Yeah, let's check.
Let's go check. All-time high is 37.49 apparently,
no.
but let's see if that was today.
No.
Nope, that wasn't today. All right. So
Fake
37
news.
something was the all-time high. Not too far from there, Miss V. So it's fine. You're not too far out. With 22 million shares traded, volume picking back up again. Right now, guys, you know how it works. Lunchtime. Lunchtime equals low volume periods. Low volume period equals, not good breakout strategy times. Not, it's gonna, most of the time, this is where algorithms and high frequency softwares are able to fingerprint you for your order, and will try to shake you out. They'll try to push your stock in one direction or the other and try to push you off of that trade and take your money from you. So that's one of the reasons why I try to be hands off during these times and not trade, because I don't want to battle against algorithms and computers who are way faster and are programmed to basically fingerprint me and say, where's Prad? Oh, there he is. Let's go find him. That's him on Tesla. We got him. Now let's go shake him out. And they shake me out and they run it back up. So don't let that happen to you. Be very careful. But it's good to see the breakouts happen with volume. So we saw the breakout happen with volume not too long ago, around 23, 24, 25, and then volume obviously tapered off on the way down, but volume picking back up on the way up, and especially on the breakout around 27. These are all good signs of the breakouts for the long side if you want to take it. So 28, look for that breakout candle volume to happen. If 28 breaks and the candle is not there for you, and the breakout only happens, I don't know, like a 5-cent breakout, 10-cent breakout, that's something that you don't want to be trapped in on the way up. Get ready to punch out on the way down.
Prad, new IPO ran the runway, opened just not long time ago. No, in the morning, I believe. Anyways, oh no, this is the time when it opens, right? Like I believe it's 11:45 ish.
Yeah.
And it's now up around 11%, but at first it's dipped a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy. It just dropped like a absolute
it's hot.
rock. Board of Gamma Talk, let me know when there's a new stock. Well, there is apparently a new stock right now, Rent. Rent on NASDAQ just opened. It's a new IPO, and it says, ignore this candle, guys. It's not real. It says the stock opened at 23.
Okay.
And let me just check it on TradingView, actually, Miss V, to be safe. So yeah, there we go. It opened at 20. Yeah, it opened at 23, so it looks like our information over here is right. So open at 23, went as high as almost 25, went as low as 22 off the open print, and now we're kind of in that range between 23 and 25, obviously. Back to that opening price. Let's see if we can find support at that opening price and go to the top side. I wasn't too keen about this IPO. What's the other IPO that I was looking at? Let me just quickly go here, go to IPO calendar. I think it's called INFA. INFA, is it open yet on New York? Info has opened on New York, but oh, there you go. Oh man, I should have taken the opening print. So this is something that I actually was looking out for, but obviously wasn't too keen on. I looked up the info, what the company does. They're just another cloud data firm, software firm. So I was like, you know, there's enough of these. I don't really know how big of a move it will be. Also, the stock was predicted to open around 29 to 32, I believe. So the opening price being lower than the range that the stock was predicted to open in did not excite me either. But it's good to see the overall move was to the top side, and the strength is to the top side on the stock. So maybe the $30 test is going to come in soon, which is still within the range of the opening price for the stock. So if it does go to 30, oh, looks like my mic arm is getting heavy and it's not able to support it anymore.
Meanwhile, Prad, we have another super chat from Dominic Famolaro, and he's saying about Silicon Labs as lab on NASDAQ. Indeed, stock is up more than 17% today.
All right, S Labs. Let's go check out S Labs. Wow, look at that trend of the stock. If you just draw a trend line from the bottom to the top, it just looks like the stock has been respecting it all the way through. Crazy trajectory, just holding that momentum. So now the question is, when does that trend line break? And when the trend line breaks, how far do we go down? So obviously, if you're looking for that short trade, you're looking for you just draw a trend line and you're waiting for that confirmation of the breaking of the trend. So obviously not enough volume for a breakout trade on this time period of the day. But if the volume candle obviously shows itself and it breaks to the downside, you can get a pretty good risk to reward off this trade right here. So keep an eye out for the downside off the breakout or even on the top side.
And also on S-Lab announced record IoT revenue for third quarter 2021 and sees quarter 4 revenue 195 to 205 million.
Wow, yeah. So bullish news, obviously, helping the stock out. Dips are being bought on S-Lab. Those are fun to trade. Yeah, these are. This is where literally an all-day trader where you can, oh my neck. So you can pretty much just on every single dip, just keep buying and just keep scalping on the way up. Just keep buying and just keep scalping on the way up. Keep buying and keep scalping on the way up. And then when the trend line breaks to the downside, you take your loss and you move away from the stock. So you have your long side trade, as Tyrone just mentioned. These are fun to trade. Obviously, the volume not really there to nonstop get in and out, get in and out, get in and out, and scalp it all day. But if you want to do it, that is an opportunity that is there on the table. And the other one is the confirmation of the breaks to the downside of the pattern or the trend line, and just write it down. Scalp it hard. Yes, sir. Scalpy, scalp. Affirm looks like it's back to the original prices where I was originally short at. So let me just throw another order here to get short before 157 or so. You better not run away from me. I'm just gonna force my way into that position. There we go. Finally, we're back into the firm short over here, pre 157 short. We had that short before too, and we were in the money. Obviously, the same idea is the stock. If the stock does not want to trade above 160, the range that if it wants to hold in should be 160 to 155. But obviously, we saw the stock go below 155 yesterday. I think it even went below 150 yesterday, and then today we saw the stock go above 160 off the open, but come back down. And when it came back down through 160, it came down violently. So we punched back in short, and now we're just trying to range trade it between 155 to 150. But obviously, right now the range is between 153 to 157. The short is playing out once again. Another in the money trade right now, only up 20 cents. So not really gonna start throwing profit targets just yet. We'll wait for the stock to come down a little bit lower, and then we'll start throwing profits on this bad boy.
Let's go.
Great show. What is the news alert program you guys are using, Miss V?
We use Icon Reuters.
Thank you for that. So I don't. It's Miss V software. I try not to take that from her. But yeah.
I take it from Brandon.
Brandon software. Sorry,
If
yeah.
Brandon
Actually,
uses, I use
that's
it.
right. That's our news specialist.
Yeah, sometimes I'm having hard times to read those news because I don't know, especially when like some biotech company has some news and it's so many like weird words in there. But I'm trying my best, guys.
That's their job. Like they try to confuse people. They're crooks.
Yeah,
They
you're right.
try to confuse people
They're
all the time.
crooks.
Yeah.
Like Crocs,
Like,
shoes Crocs.
Why don't Crocs? Exactly. Like, why can't we just put it in simple English so everyone can understand, man? Come on. Sometimes I have to even like go like capitulation. Like, why can't you just say it's going sideways? Like capitulation. Thanks, Neil.
Yeah,
Now I have to go
indeed.
Google this word and spend an hour on Wikipedia trying to understand what this means. But no, it's good. You know, my vocabulary is increasing, so it's good. It's good.
That's but like the simpler the better, I believe.
Yeah.
Still. And by the way, do you know what's for lunch today? It's your favorite one, and you have a story from your childhood about
Oh,
this.
Chiburiak!
Yeah,
Let's go! I haven't had
let's
Chiburiak
go.
in so long.
Yeah.
That's all you need to say, Miss B. I'm so good at Russian now.
Yeah, Chiburek is a Jamaican patty.
I'm so good at Russian now, man. Look at this.
You are.
Kuritsu, Chiburiak. What's the potatoes? Hold up. Let me think of potatoes. I know this. I forgot.
Kartoshka.
Kartoshka. I was thinking something with a K, but I didn't want to mess it up. Kartoshka. There you
Good
go.
job.
Let's go. All right, because guys, that's pretty much all we get over here. It's either Riba, Kartoshka, Kurutsu, or once in a while we get Chiburiak, or we get Burger.
Yeah.
Burger.
Burger.
I'm getting bored. Let's learn some new words, man. All right. MRAI IPO. Yeah, that's another IPO that I really didn't bother looking for because the not the open interest, but it's like the volume is not really there. It's going to be a $4 stock. Like, am I really going to bother with this stock when there's better opportunities to trade? Like, there's your Teslas today. There is your, I don't know, S Labs today, which has a clean momentum and a way better thesis and idea to trade off of, an actual catalyst to trade off of. So some of these lower IPOs, guys, I'm gonna urge you guys to not bother with them, to be honest. Focus on things that are actually moving and have a catalyst and have a volume. But for like Dutch Bros IPO, like, you guys have an idea of what the company does and for you to bring it up and that makes sense. But for this, it's like people, it's just a little bit of a trap for people who don't really have an idea of what to go on. That's why I don't like bringing up these IPOs that are not really up there in terms of what they do or like people don't know about. So I'm just gonna move away from this IPO. BKKT, I'm gonna guess, with people saying Bakat. Let's go check out what BKKT is doing. BKKT, yeah, there you go. Breakout off that 28 happened. Now we're gonna go test 29 very soon, maybe. Still not anywhere close to the what's it called, the all-time highs, but the stock could go first test 33 and fail 33 test at least once. Maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month. But we got to go test that 33, 35 and at least get rejected off it once to see what happens there. But on the way towards there, we are seeing higher highs, higher lows, volume increasing on the even dollar breakouts. So overall, we're seeing a mover, as Eastern Conference Gaming just said, we are seeing a mover take place in front of us to the top side. Let's go.
Prad and Jay is asking me if I ever trade futures. Oh, wow, your earring is so shiny.
Yeah.
Returning your hat, yeah.
It's a real diamond.
Fancy. So, yes, no, I never traded futures. Arun trades futures. Oh, so pretty.
I'm trying to blind the viewers.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to blind the viewers.
Am I gonna... Wait.
I'm trying to blind the viewers with my big Bugatti earrings. You guys see these big Bugattis?
Both ears?
Yeah, both ears.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm kind of fancy over here.
Okay. So, yeah, I've never traded futures. Have you ever traded futures?
I have traded futures. I just don't have a profitable strategy on it, so I just try to stay away from it. Also, with futures, I think futures is I don't want to say easier or harder. It's just a different instrument. And if you honestly, if you can get used to futures, and if you just nonstop look at futures every single day for I don't know, the rest of your life and form the patterns that futures trade in, I think you can. You don't really need any other stock or any other thing to trade on a day-to-day basis, guys. Like, look at Arun. Arun smokes futures. If you guys know what Arun does, like, Arun's a killer. Arun, like, smokes the futures market, and that's all he looks at on a day-to-day basis. And when you spend all your time of the day charting the futures, trading the futures, watching the level 2s, listening to people who talk about futures, throwing your input, trading ideas, all you're doing is looking at, basically, let's just call it a stock. You're just looking at one stock move all day, and you're going to learn the pattern. The more you keep doing that, the more you're going to learn. Why do you think Miss V is so good at trading Tesla? She even though she doesn't recognize it, she is forming the patterns. She now recognizes supports and levels just by looking at the chart. You think she could have done that when she first started trading? No. But now the more you start trading Tesla,
I feel it.
You're just gonna wake up one day and like, Tesla, is it a 700 today? Yeah, it's gonna go to 750. And
when
then you're
this
like,
happens,
yeah.
I'll go mad. Like,
you're gonna do it,
God.
Miss V. You're gonna do it.
By the way, Brian, thank you very much. And literally, I think Arun's update in the morning is very important also because we trade shares and those are placed on the markets, right? And so by the market move, we can kind of predict our future moves. By the way, Brian James saying that those earrings you wear are your mom's earrings?
No, it's mine.
No? Okay. And like, yeah, competition guys, right? Whose earrings are more shiny. I have even more shiny.
Well, yeah, yours is like a bigger hoop with like multiple diamonds in it.
Do you want to switch for one day?
No, thanks.
Okay.
I don't want to rock that big of a hoop. That's weird. Miss V, like a clock?
Yes, sure, guys. Well, like situation, we still have 2,000 of best people in the world watching and 550 likes. So guys, if you want me to finish this conversation about likes as soon as possible, please just smash it right now. Likes are free but super important to us, and we really would love you to help us and support the community. Also, likes improve our YouTube algorithm, so it's easier to find us in YouTube and more people can join our community. And we just 10 likes away from 600 likes. Let's go. Well, we're gonna talk about likes until yes, we broke 600.
We
Thank
did,
you guys. Yes.
All right, so let's do something here, Miss V.
Okay, I'll leave you alone for now.
Let's do something. Ready? Give me a keyword, Miss V.
Keyword?
Yeah.
Love.
Love. All right, guys. Type in the word love in the chat. I'm gonna do a giveaway, and then whoever wins a 2-month Xbox. What is it? What is my giveaway that I have right now?
Xbox?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. Give me a second. Where's So So
Everyone says love.
whoever wins that giveaway is gonna win Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, a 2 months Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Let's
so
go.
type in the word love, and then I should see 94
Wow.
eligible users right here. As you guys can see, 102, 108. So that's a little gift that I'm gonna give away for you guys. I'm gonna roll it in the next I don't know, 5 seconds or so. So I'm gonna give Miss V some more time to talk about the viewers or anything that you want to talk about, and then we'll roll it.
Crazy. Our chat is full of
love?
love.
I like it.
Guys. Wow.
Amazing word,
It's
Miss
so
V.
great. Yes, I'm glad they chose that one. I didn't know what you're supposed to do. So basically, your thing will choose one person.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So this will pick one random person. You guys ready? I'm gonna roll it. 3, 2, 1. Miss V, show my screen. Let's see who won. Ian Morris, you just won. I'm gonna send you a message with the code. Well, congratulations on your Xbox Game Pass, my friend.
Cool.
I'll send you a message.
I love it. So much fun. Next time, guys, I'll order a Trader TV Live mug to the office. When it arrives, we all will give our signatures on that. If you want just clear mug, let me know. And next time we'll do the same thing, but we will send your mug. What do you think?
Yeah.
Great idea. Let's go.
Ian Morris, I'm gonna have to figure out how to message you. I have your profile. I'm gonna have to figure out how to message you. It's gonna be through the official Trader TV
Just give
YouTube
out your
account?
number. So I.
No. I'm gonna private message them through the YouTube account, and then you'll get your email as latest as after the show. So we're gonna end in about 30-40 minutes. So right after we end, I'm gonna send it to you. So congratulations, guys. Ian Morris works in the office. Yeah, I don't think he does. It's not rigged. It's not rigged. I promise. You guys are hilarious, man. These guys are already the first giveaway, and they're gonna say that we're rigging it. Oh, viewers. All right, Affirm is actually making its way downtown. Right.
Real quick, Dylan De Silva is asking when I started to trade. Well, basically, I learned trading like around for 2 years, like really trading. I started, I would say, a few months ago. Maybe like I would trade, like I would say in total, I'm trading for a year, learning trading for 2 years, but I used to trade, like sometimes I would trade when I see opportunities, sometimes I wouldn't. So I wouldn't do it like on a regular basis. Now I do trade literally every day, and you can see this, guys. I need to start trading something except for Tesla as I used to, because it's getting boring for you. But yes, I used to trade like maybe a few times a week just when I saw actual opportunities. But now I'm going there straight to the market, and every day you can find something volatile with good volume and interesting.
I'm really struggling on how to message Ian Morris on YouTube here. Is there no messaging platform on YouTube?
I think so. The thing would be either Ion can write his Gmail on the chat and he can be saved, because it automatically will be hidden.
I have automatically highlighted if he talks, I see any message he types. So maybe that's a good idea. Ian, if you can, and if you don't mind putting your email in the public chat, and then have everyone spam your email from doing that.
No one will see Ian's email because it automatically will hide it.
Okay,
but
Miss V, yeah.
you and we will see your email if you don't mind to share that.
Okay. Miss V, that's a beautiful idea. Thank you.
And I'm like, I don't need your presence.
How does YouTube not have a chatting capability? Like, I should be able to message the viewers privately.
That's
Anyways, come on, YouTube, fix your game up over here. YouTube is getting better than Twitch in terms of how live streams are working. They're poaching like Tim the Tatman and whatnot. So
also great idea, just use IG. If you message Trader TV Live on Instagram, or you message
we might get a lot of random Ians trying to be this Ian. So we want to make sure that it's this Ian. So I think the email idea is good. Ian, just type your email in the chat, and Miss V will grab it.
I'll be monitoring the chat for that. Stonks Kronks asking, were you trading in home? No, I was always trading here in the office.
Gonna send him a pic of my little Tyrone. Oh my God, someone ban Tyrone right now. All right, let's go into a firm, not a firm. Let's go into any stocks you guys want me to pull up. Tesla's dropping. Let's go check out Tesla. Ooh, yeah, Tesla is indeed dropping. Drop it like it's hot. On the way down, I'm on Ian's other account. Yeah, see, this is what happens when YouTube can't figure their game out. Come on, YouTube. Tesla is dropping, but overall market not really dropping as hot as Tesla is. So let's see if that happens, if Tesla can continue rocking to the downside while QQQ is trying to just support their 382 highs over here. SPYs, Miss V, are back in the green, up about 0.8%. So, sorry, 0.08%, not 0.8. So overall market's back in the green. Our green sweaters are helping it. So let's go. But Tesla is now trying to make a rebound also along with the market. You know, obviously, I'm not going to be happy or sad if Tesla is going any direction. I just have an idea now. Let's see if that idea plays out. I'm not in the trade, but guys, be careful for that, you know, move to the down if that ever happens. Yeah. We did see that 1,000 get supported yesterday, so we could maybe expect it to get supported a little bit too, and then maybe break later on. Maybe not, it never happens, or maybe it happens before the end of the year. So we'll see what happens on Tesla. Tesla going to buy sub 1K. Might not be today because all the will be putting their buy orders at 1K. Yeah, makes sense. They heard you talk about Tesla. Everyone's watching you in the world with your tin hat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. That's not the right guy. All right. Where are we going to next?
I'm looking for ions.
METX. MEX. Yeah. I just messaged you on IG. All right, I think I got it. I did see my phone vibrate, so I'll check that. METX, another penny stock, but you know, obviously penny stock doing somewhat of a decent volume today. Not bad, with about 200 million shares traded. Looks like we are getting rejected around the 50-cent barrier. Right now, we're obviously getting rejected under the 50-cent barrier, but let's see how the stock behaves at 50 or the VWAP, and if it's able to go above it. Obviously, with the overall move today, we saw a 14% down move, which triggers SSR, which means you can't short the stock. By smashing the bids, you have to get picked up on the offers. That's the only way to get short on the stock. Is METX a good buy here? Penny stocks, I kind of try to stay away from them in terms of even on investments. And that's the reason what stopped me from buying SNDL when it was below $1, and then when it went above $1, I was like beating myself about it. But watch what happened to SNDL right after. SNDL. Why did the thing go black? Oh, it's not our show. Okay, we're good. SNDL, we're back under $1, so it's just like I can't really trust stocks that, you know, are so whippy woppy around $1 and then could risk delisting. I can't put my investment brain to that side yet. So in terms of, is it a good buy for investment, I'm gonna have to a little bit hands off on that side. But if it's a good side for a swing trade, let's see what METX is doing. METX obviously down about 15% today. It had a big up move off of that 30-cent bottom that it's been trading for I don't know, about a month or so. It's been trading off of that 30 cents for a month and got a little bit of a pop up to 60-70 cents. We are now getting rejected off of that and trying to form a support around 45, 50-ish or so. So let's see what happens around here, if it can go back to the highs that we made yesterday and continue going higher. But if not, then instantly to back to 30 cents we go on METX.
Prad, NJ is asking, Valeriia and Prad, do you think it's possible to make living trading with your personal account? Well, I just wanted to comment to that I think yes, but I believe and my goal is diversification of your income, which means you can get money from long-term investing. On the side, you can make money by day trading. On the other side, you can make money from your job, other job or full-time job, and so on and so forth. So kind of you protect yourself from all the sides, because when all your income comes from one source, I mean, it's good anyways, but I think it's better when you combine this with others. What do you think? Can you make a living trading with your personal account?
The answer is so complicated that it's like I almost don't want to answer it. It's like,
Don't answer that.
yeah, it's not a yes or a no answer. It's like it depends on you. It depends on your willpower to take the losses and learn from it. It depends on your thought process on how you accept losses and how you move with winners. Are you open-minded to other people's thought processes? Also, there's like a lot of things that go into it. It's not as simple as yes, you can make a living, or no, you can't make a living. But obviously, there is statistics, and the statistics go around. I think it's like what 90% of the people who start day trading fail. So when you're fighting those kind of odds, you know, I don't want to say yes to that question, but I also don't want to say no to that question, because then there is, you know, me, Sean, Neil, millions of other traders on a day-to-day basis on Twitter who basically only post their wins and never their losses. But you know, they claim to be making a living on a day trading aspect. So the answer is yes and no. It really depends on you.
Well, I believe that's basically what I said, that it's better to combine. Like you do trade, like you invest, you day trade, and like you get your income from some other sources. But I mean, if you invest in Bitcoin and bought it for, I don't know, $10, and you bought like million shares, well, why would you need to work? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, obviously you can get stupid lucky, and then you just don't even know. Like, are you gonna expect Bitcoin is gonna go to 100K one day when it was at a penny, right? So obviously you can get stupid lucky, and then that happens, and then next thing, most of the time, what happens to those people is they end up blowing that money back, which is sad. It's obviously, that's why I was kind of in those shoes yesterday. After having my big winning day, I come in guns blazing, and I kind of shoot myself in the foot. I had a nice talk with Neil yesterday, and Neil was basically saying, Prad, I know you had one of your biggest days, but you got to understand, buddy, in this game, it's retention of money that you've made, not just going balls to the wall, just swinging it every single day, because, you know, just because you had one opportunity doesn't mean that opportunity is going to be presenting itself every single day, right? So that talk with the Neil yesterday helped me a lot, and Neil and Greg, to be honest. Today it actually helped me enough to make 1/4 of that loss back, to be honest. So that's the kind of mentalities you want to think about. It's you know, moving on with your losses in a good note and learning from them and not being sour, and then, you know, just chalking up your wins as a yeah, it's good, but if there's something to learn off of that, then you learn off of that too. Listen to the veteran traders. They know the pain. Exactly, man. Like, you know, they've been here together. They have 30 years of trading experience. I wasn't even alive 30 years ago. So obviously, anything they say, I sit down there and I listen to
mutual
them.
trading experience. So each of them 15, I believe.
Yeah.
Neil 15 and Sean 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like for 30 years.
No, for combined, they have 30.
Yeah, but you said you haven't been born like 30 years ago.
No, I meant combined
I got
experience,
you,
they have 30, and I haven't even been alive for that long. That's how much experience they have. So, like, of course I have to listen to them. It's just a must. Turn 10K, try into 123. Sheesh. Having 130 IQ helps. All right, Einstein. Love the balls to the walls comment. I mean, it's just a gamer thing. I know it's kind of, you know, not really a professional way to talk about it, but there's no other way to explain just swinging for no reason, without a plan and without a setup. If you guys actually even noticed yesterday, there was a little pop-up in the bottom right corner. Actually, probably not, because my face is covering it. And the pop-up basically has Greg messaging me saying, yo, bro, cover your win, man. Take that win. And I didn't, and I turned into a loser. All right, let's go to Leroy. Okay, yeah. Why did I read that in a bad way? No, Leroy Jenkins style indeed. Yes. Prad, what would be an obvious setup? What would an obvious setup be for you? There isn't one. There's many that I use. So today's obvious setup was multiple setups for me. You know, on a firm, I got a setup off the 160 long, which I didn't want, so I didn't take it. My setup was that short back through 160, that short around VWAP, or that short back at VWAP. Notice me scaling my exits out. Notice me scaling my entries. It's all over the place. There's multiple setups that I took over here. Same thing on Microsoft. There's multiple setups that I took this trade on. This trade is not one or two setups. So we got your even dollar breakout. We got your opening range 15-minute breakout. We got adding back on support. We got adding back on size. We got adding back on a failure of the original support. So there's a lot of strategies that I had to apply just to make $1 per share, whereas I would have made, I don't know, $5 per share if I just had a little bit more conviction on my trade, or if I just believed that Microsoft had a little bit of a micro hard move in it, but or macro hard. Microsoft had a macro hard move in it, but you know, who would have thought that? Who would have seen it coming? So I was more than happy taking the dollar winner on Microsoft, but here we go, man. It's going to give you a $14 move on the stock today.
Prad, can we take a look at Ocugen?
I'm just going to see why a firm hasn't given me my shares yet, because it's popping up. Okay, so let me just throw an order here, and then OCGN. OCGN. We got a big volume candle. That's the biggest volume candle of the day, but the stock basically got rejected by VWAP after that candle. So not sure. Oh, there you go. Affirm one more profit target just got kicked in, and I'm still $2 in the money for Affirm overall on that position. Back to OCGN over here. OCGN, obviously, like I was talking, we see the pre-market move and then off the open. So off the open with volume higher than pre-market, not able to reclaim those pre-market levels and get rejected by VWAP is obviously a bad indication for the day. And then continuing that pattern of lower lows and lower highs, heading downwards to the pre-market lows around $9 or so. Happens to be $9.10 off the open, but $9 is the low off of the in pre-market. Sorry, $9.10 it found the bottom, and now it's trying to go back up. Now notice the big volume candle that wanted the stock to go higher, but it didn't work out. It didn't allow the stock to go higher. It didn't help it close above VWAP. So that's gonna be probably another key point to note for the stock's downtrend for, I don't know, probably the rest of the day. Not gonna expect much of the move for the upside today, but overall we are up 1.5% or more on this stock, and could have more upside in the rest of the month, or you know, even the new month coming up in November. But for today, I'm gonna guess the volume is kind of dead and we're gonna go sideways. Heikin-Nashi candles are the way. I don't use them, but I think I know what you're talking about. It's the one that fills the candles all the way, right? Oh, maybe not. All right. The yacht was being watched for months sailing around South America. Wow, your yacht? Oh, are we getting a ride on that, Marlon? You owe us something for being the FBI stalker you are. You gotta owe us a ride on that yacht, buddy. It was interesting. Oh, it's a different story. I thought you had a yacht. Oh, I was almost like, ooh, Marlon's got a yacht over here. God damn. Prad wants to party. Bro, Prad's been locked indoors forever. Prad can't wait to party. Trust me.
Can you help me with this?
Yeah.
You can dance being a red sparrow? So, am I saying that I'm a red sparrow?
You can dance being a red sparrow?
Yeah. Concede. Sorry, I didn't speak English.
Not sure. Is that what they said?
Yeah, Jordan Israel Patterson explain what do you mean if I am a red sparrow? Oh, well, no. Or are you asking if my costume for Halloween red sparrow? I am confused.
Yeah, so am I. Some elaboration would be good. Prad, ready to unleash the beast. What are we unleashing the beast on, bad boy? Let me know. Facebook intelligence, FBI. Yeah, I mean, sure, let's go that way.
My lips are burning.
Just gonna need some water. My throat's kind of dying on me here. What do you guys have in planned for Halloween? Do you guys have anything fun in mind for Halloween coming up? Any parties? Any bar nights or whatever, clubbing nights going on for some of you party fiends over here? SYTA. Shiba on steroids. Yeah, we can go back to Shiba in a bit. SYTA still continuing to go higher and higher. 173% up, but not able to come back to the downside to test VWAP anytime soon. So obviously, I would classify this move as a little bit overextended off of VWAP for a $7 stock. But you know, with this amount of volume, that's after lunchtime, anything is possible. We could continue going higher. I do see size on $8, and look how it just got completely taken out. That size on $8 got taken out, or that guy at $8 pulled his orders, allowing the stock to go higher. Yeah, I see some spoofing going on right now on the offers. So I think someone's trying to hold the stock down, but then they see the amount of pressure that's going on the stock. There you go. That's kind of an idea of level 2. And the spoofing, I'm saying spoofing because there was a lot of size on $8, and then as the size was printing, the size disappeared off the $8, and then the size came back at 8.10. As soon as the size was printing, the size disappeared again. So someone was trying to get short or hold the stock down, but with the obvious amount of volume going off here, he's gonna get chewed through if he stays there, and the stock is just gonna run through him. Obviously, he pulled his order, and that's what happens when someone pulls it. It's called a rug pull on the downside. I don't really know if there's a term for the top side when someone pulls the order and stock goes higher, but when the stock happens on the downside, when there's a big size on the bids and they take away the order, the spoofer pulls the order, it's called a rug pull, and you're basically like, the idea is there's a hole on the floor, and you're kind of on the carpet without knowing that there's a hole right under you, and they pull the carpet, and then you just fall right through the hole. So that's the idea.
Real quick, someone helped me on the chat. Red Sparrow is a movie about Russian spy. So, and actually, I don't know, but there is something familiar in between of us. I need to watch that one. But if that was your question, well, maybe. Why would spy tell anybody that?
Exactly. Like you're asking
First
her to
rule of a
reveal her.
spy.
Exactly. You're asking her to reveal her secret identity. Come on, guys. That's not right. What is your favorite drinks? Ooh, I don't know. Right now, I'm on a whiskey sour wave, so we'll see if that changes. Yeah, I'm a simple guy, man. Coke, rum and Coke, whiskey sours right now. Maybe later on it changes to, I don't know, Moscow mules. I don't know. It really depends.
I love Moscow Mule.
Yeah, what girl doesn't love Moscow mules? Every woman I've dated has been Moscow Mule, Moscow Mule, Moscow Mule.
That's the worst when men, like, they say like that something that like kind of woman all the same about something like, oh, every girl does this, oh, every girl, like, no, we are different.
Sean's wife just replied to me on Instagram. She said, thank you, glad you enjoyed it. That was for the pumpkin cheesecake.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
sir. Let's not tell them the story about something what was left on the table.
Oh
for
yeah,
2
let's
days.
not. That's pretty gross. But yeah, Affirm. Why am I still showing Affirm? I don't really have a trade here. I'm still in the trade, but I'm not. Prad likes to rave. Ooh, you have no idea. I've never been to one, but I'd love to go to a rave. Maybe an EDM concert somewhere down the line once my pockets are stacked. Prad, you're not alone. Every girl. Yeah.
Wall Street riders saying, holy smokes, why aren't they talking about ENPH? So, Brad, can you bring up ENPH on NASDAQ? It's up more than 27%, $47 to the upside.
Yeah, ENPH $47, $48 to the upside indeed, with a 27% move to the top side with 9 million shares traded. Obviously, the volume kind of lackluster after the open. Still, 9 million shares honestly not bad. Let's be real. But the volume candle is kind of not really there after the opening print or so. But overall, the stock is showing strength to the top side. We held VWAP for about, I don't know, an hour or hour and a half or so, and especially on the down move that the market have around that time, I think around 10:09. So around 10:09, the down move that the market had, the stock was able to find support at VWAPs and rock back up to the top side when the market started rocking to the top side. So these are all good indications for stock, and this is basically just screaming strength at you. So dip buy opportunities for the intraday traders at VWAP, the same way I was shorting a firm at VWAP. Son of a Fisker down 12%. Are you kidding me? Load the boat. I think you meant Fisker, Fisrev, Fiserv, FISR, FSKR,
What you look?
FSKR.
Fisker?
Yeah. What is Fisker's thing again? FSR.
Here we go.
All right, there we go. Fisrev. Oh, no, they're talking about something else. All right, let's see. They are talking about Fisker. Is it called Fisver?
No, it's Fisker.
It's Fisker. Why are you guys confusing me then? Why do you guys make me feel like I'm in the wrong here? FISV. Okay, so it is a different stock. Oh my goodness. All right, FISV. Let's go look at FISV. 11% down. So that means obviously SSR is on. If SSR is on, you cannot short the stock by punching out on the bids. You have to get picked up on the offers. Let's see what the stock is doing on the dailies. So this is the daily chart right here. Obviously, we broke the support of 106, I want to say. Let's see. Yeah, 106 or so, which was previous resistance and then support. We broke that to the downside, going lower. Now we're almost at as low as this range's bottom. So as you guys can see, 38 or so is time to be tested. We could go as low as 34 if the stock really wants to, with the weakness that it is indicating to us. But obviously, this is where it wants to bounce off of, which is the $98, $97 or so. Let's see if buyers do come in and show some support around here, especially with this down move. Overall, I think there was some negative news that's causing this to the downside. I don't really remember reading it, but I do see it.
Fisker?
Yeah, I did remember seeing it, but I can't remember what the news was on it. FSR is dead in water. Ooh, floating, floating in dead water. Got it. Is also named sponsor for the Bucks Arena. Ooh.
Prad, can we take a look at COF on New York? It's Capital One. It's down more than 7%. I don't see any news except for multiple analysts raised its price target today.
Yeah, for sure. COF on New York. Let's go take a look at this bad boy. Another move to the downside that looks similar, like the one we just watched. So 7% down. Obviously, with 5 million shares traded, we are seeing a pattern over here that's a basic trend line. If you just draw your trend line, the tops are getting smacked, and it's giving you beautiful scalping opportunities within that trend line, within the range that it's trading into the downside. Every time there's a lower low, and every time there's a lower high. So just draw a line if you can from I don't know, here till here, and just short the tops of that line, and then just get out at the bottoms of that line. Easy trades, if you ask me. These are the type of trades that people can make tons of money on, just scalping it all day, as long as the trend line holds, and if it breaks, then you get out of it and see if another pattern shows itself. All right, OCGN through VWAP. OCGN, let's go see it. OCGN now trying to break above VWAP. It's testing it. Let's see if it can, do it. On right now on the 1 minute, obviously we're seeing a little bit of a rejection, but 1 minute candles kind of don't mean a whole lot of nothing. This should you stock Prad. BKKT, like you're saying at the end of your show, baka baka.
Baka baka.
I'm just trying to understand what that sentence said. This should you stock Prad. What is this? Should you stop? Okay, BKKT. I'll just talk about it.
Let it go.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand, but I am failing. But I'm just gonna stop. Yeah, 26. We're holding 26. Obviously, 25. We broke out at 25 not too long ago, and we tried to go as low as 25, but obviously 25.50 ended up being as a support. Now the stock is heading towards 27 by making higher highs and higher lows. The pattern that we like to see. Volume obviously depreciating a little bit. Lunchtime is coming to an end, so let's see the stock come back to the highs over here at 28.75, 29s or so. Later on in the day, maybe in Power Hour, the fastest hour on YouTube with Sean, Neil, Brandon, and also Miss V. So be ready for that at 3 p.m.
No, let's do like you like 3. I'm like 00. You P and I'm M.
3
00
p.m.
M.
Oh, I ruined it. I ruined it, goddamn! I ruined it like everything. All right. Sean loading Fist Reservoir. He's still in his meeting. Yeah, that's a long meeting with me.
I believe because I forgot the name. The guy
Natalie?
From OTC Markets.
Jeff Mundo.
Jeff Mando, right. They joined us all the way from New York, I believe, and they went for lunch.
Didn't take me for lunch?
No.
I wanted oysters. All right.
Really?
I'll try them.
Yeah, I would see.
I'll try them. I'll try everything once.
I'll try to find the picture where you're eating the cake now.
The cake?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that cake was so good. Oh. All right. AMC long Prad. Not for me, but we'll see. AMC, yeah, not for me. Not for sure, not for me right now. But the opportunity is there. You have a beautiful risk to reward trade. If 35 breaks to the downside, you get out. The risk to reward just looks immaculate. If you ask me, the risk to reward looks immaculate. So if you do want to take the trade, you have a beautiful risk to reward trade, but it's not for me.
Prad, real quick. I don't know, guys, if you can see, but here's Prad, super excited about his cheesecake.
Yo, that cheesecake was the bomb. Boss taking long lunch. Water is wet. Water is wet. Water is wet. Isn't water supposed to be wet? I'm gonna lose my mind with you guys. You trolls. How does Microsoft and Novavax look to you? Microsoft looks great to me. Novavax, not too sure if I want to go long on it. I love cheesecake too, bruh. Where's the futures? I love cheesecake. Have you guys ever seen the I love cheesecake?
What?
You guys?
Yesterday you showed me another video.
What? Which one is what I show you?
I'm on
sitting on the toilet. Sitting on the toilet. Guys, she's never seen the sitting on the toilet meme ever. I'm like, are you? Where did you live?
I was so not missing, and on my way home, that song was playing in my head nonstop.
So there you go. So you did miss it. If it wasn't in your head, that means you didn't miss it.
Yeah,
but you did.
Would feel so much.
But this meme right here, I love cheesecake. When Nardwar asks Futures, do you like cheesecake? Or Cheesecake Factory, he goes, I love cheesecake.
I believe we can't hear.
Yeah, the audio doesn't play through with I love cheesecake.
Brad, can we take a look at skills? SKLZ.
I haven't heard that one in a minute. I love cheesecake. Future with a deep ass voice. I love cheesecake. Man, Future. 324% borrow fee on PHUN. I mean, how much does it cost for us? Let me see if we even have freeze. No, we don't have freeze. All right, back to skills. Skills, wow, look at the whipsaw action. Boom, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down. Don't really enjoy seeing stocks do this whole lot of whipsaw action. I enjoy having a cleaner momentum trades. Obviously, we saw multiple examples of those today, so I don't need to tell you what I'm talking about. Today, This would have been a trap in every single position for me. If I took the pre-market high breakout, I would have gone maybe a 10-cent run and then come back down and trap me. Then I would have taken the pre-market low breakout to the top downside. Again, I would have gotten trapped. I would have had to try multiple areas. I would have been trapped all over the place. I don't enjoy seeing trades like these, especially stocks that move in previous ranges. These are boring for intraday traders. If you're an intraday trader, if you're a day trader, and you're trading stocks like these that are moving in previous day ranges, it's not meaningful to us. Don't waste your time with stuff like this. Go find stocks that are in new ranges, that are moving with actual momentum, that are moving with the catalyst, and you actually have a reason to trade it for that day. If you're trading stocks that have no reason for you to touch on that day and you're losing on those trades, like I said earlier, how I deserve to lose on my trade yesterday, that same idea is gonna be playing out. You're being taught by the market. You're being disciplined by the market for your bad behavior, as I was yesterday. So there's never a need for you to pull executions just to pull executions. And if you really just want to pull an execution, then find a reason for it. Like Microsoft today, giving you multiple reasons. 1, earning. 2, breaking even dollar levels. 3, volume. And 4, Prad is trading it. Like, obviously, what more do you need?
Only Valeriia also trades it.
I mean, Valeriia trades Tesla, and if you know how to make money on Tesla, you're like up here in terms of like traders.
That's sweet.
Not a lot of traders make money on Tesla,
Really?
trust me.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Tesla's a tough stock to trade.
Yeah, sometimes it gives hard times.
Yeah,
That's
Tesla's
true.
a tough stock
And
to
it's
trade.
expensive.
Yes. I mean, you can buy partials, but yeah, Tesla's not. You gotta be a real genius to be trading Tesla. Amazon big spike. All right, let's go check out Amazon. We have about 2 minutes left, so this probably is going to be our last stock for the day here. Let's wrap it up with the Amazon. Amazon's 3,417, trying to make a new high day around that price. Obviously, low volume. I will never suggest you to take a breakout of a stock this expensive, this late at the day with this low of a volume. Maybe off the open, if you took an even dollar breakout, I don't know, which is 3,400. If you took the 3,400 breakout, it could have been clean. I wasn't there to witness it, so hindsight 2020, I don't know if it whipsawed over there or not, so I can't really tell you about it. But you know, the 3,400 breakout right off the open, I would kind of urge you to take that trade. But right now, even dollar breakout is kind of, you know, risky. But even then, we did go up a whole dollar. I mean, the spread itself, it was $1.40. So you know, I don't know if I want to take that trade on Amazon, but there we go. Amazon going higher with 1.2 million shares traded overall for the day, and trying to make a new high day as we speak, as QQQs are going to try and end at end for our show, end at 0.83%, and the SPYs are going to end for the show at 0.06 or 0.06%. There you go. Miss V,
Mr. Prad?
time to wrap it up.
Yep, who's calling you?
No one. I'm just going to show this to Ian real quick. Hopefully. Maybe not. Ian, I hope this is the right person. I hope this is you, because that's the person I'm sending the code to. If that's not you, Ian, then somebody else has your Xbox, and I'm sorry. Next time.
Yeah, we need to work on it. How we're going to do it further on.
Yeah, we'll work on it, but I tried, okay?
Yeah, you did great.
I tried.
We're good. So cool that you brought it up, guys. We'll do it much more often now. And Dominic Famolara sent us the super chat. Tesla would have to drop just under 500 a share for me to lose on it. So happy to hear. I'm not seeing Tesla falling below 500 anytime soon, but I won't say anything because, you know, I don't want to. So yes, guys. Okay, time flies from here with you. I hope you're having a great day. Take a rest from our beautiful faces and voices, and come back at 3:00 p.m. Eastern time to trade the close together. I'm super excited where Tesla goes at around 2 p.m. If it's gonna make any move to up to downside, will bring more opportunities. So yes, guys, come on 3:00 p.m. And by the way, thank you very much for all your positivity on the chat, and of course for that we broke 700 likes.
Let's go. Thank you guys for all the love and support. We will be back 11 a.m. tomorrow. You guys obviously have the Power Hour show at 3:00 p.m. So be back for that, obviously. We will see you guys soon. Until then, arrivederci, paka paka.
Paka paka.